feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride the wave.
Is this it? I don't know. Let me see. Too cool to bull. Okay. And I realized that not a lot of people, or not everybody, was really excited about my role in pretty much the biggest hip hop moment, pretty much arguably ever, but definitely of the last 20 years, right? And I seen some people expressing their dismay. I didn't know too much who they were, but I kind of like figured it out now. Let me see if I can find these people. Can I find them? Now, there's a guy named Statik Selektah. Okay. I know, you're saying who. You can hit the Googles. I don't think I've ever had an opinion about him, but, you know, such is the case when you're the moon and they become the dogs. They need to speak about you. So this guy is supposedly someone who really dislikes me because we've done the work. We've been in the position. We've been innovative enough. We've been outside the box. We haven't came up off nepotism or off of industry connects, dick stroking and cock sucking. And we came up with an independent way of making a wave and actually making our platform be known. He doesn't like that. So when the moment came of Kendrick and Drake happening and everything was running through Big Ack and the chat niggas, he was very disgruntled. He had this to say.
A thing with me about Akademiks too, and I don't even like saying his name because now he's out of here anyway. Because Karma will catch up with you, bro.
I'm out of here.
But I don't like when and Elliot Wilson's an old friend of mine, Joe Budden's an old friend of mine. But these dudes, I don't like when they give him the platform because if Akademiks is on his own and he got a bunch of 12-year-old girls watching him, that's on him. But as soon as you put him on the Rap Radars and the Complex and all that and the Joe Budden podcast, whatever it is. You're giving him a platform now that actually is legit.
Hey, you old fuck. I've been really humble ever since I've realized I've elevated beyond peons like you. But I'm gonna get back in my little arrogant bag. When you put Ack on a sir, I'm bigger than Rap Radar, and I'm bigger than Joe Budden. They don't put Ack nowhere, motherfucker. The fuck is you talking about, you old goof? Fuck are you talking about when you put Ack on a platform? If you really ask me, I don't like doing no platform. Joe, my man, always my man. I always do Joe because me and Joe, we make great content together. I like being on my own shit consistently. I do Vlad shit because Vlad is my man too. But please don't sit here and try to downplay nothing I got going on, you old, disgruntled goof. Are you stupid, dummy? You see, half of you niggas, y'all did a lot of talking but didn't build nothing. I would hate to be the old 50-year-old hater who never built nothing. You had 50 years here to build a media platform, to use your voice to be influential enough, to actually make the wheels start turning, to be palatable enough, entertaining enough, to appeal to people. And you're not going to shame me by saying he only appeals to kids or young girls. Well, what are you talking about? You got me back on my shit talking mode. I hate when I see you niggas like this because you look so sad. Half of y'all niggas who used to laugh at me when I was just a geek on Twitch all came to this goddamn Twitch you see right here, this live stream right here, to hear your favorite rapper premiere his diss song. Don't you feel like the goof? When y'all used to run to Hot 97, is Flex gonna be premiering the biggest song? You had to come to me. And I'm not talking this way because I want to be arrogant. But I want to talk this way to a lot of y'all because you didn't put in the work. And that's why I don't even have any hatred towards you because I don't know you. And for the people like, oh, you're not hip hop. No, I know your name. I just don't know the impact you've had on hip hop overall that you could even speak my name. Yeah, you might be a reputable Oh, yeah, you've had like a hip hop, but you've done nothing. I hate when old heads sit on the porch and shout at the kids, but they didn't build nothing. They didn't teach nothing. Where's your platforms? Where's your... You was in this for 50 years. You ain't developed no tech. You ain't developed no platforms that you could have passed on, that you could have helped influence the way, the wave, the flow, the shape, the direction of this hip hop shit. And now you're sitting here old looking, dusty looking, washed up, being mad at me? Well, as much as I would want to continue to go in on you, which that's my usual style, the only thing I really could say to you is that take a seat and continue to hate. But you're going to watch me continue to mold, to run, to shape, to dictate, to disseminate what hip-hop media is going to be for a very, very long time. Because when you niggas talk shit, I'm always working. When you niggas talk shit, I'm not scared to try. When you niggas talk shit trying to look cool, I'm not scared to fail. And when you niggas talk shit because you think you're cool, I'm not scared to look corny and dumb. That's the fucking thing of very successful men. So when I look at you, man, bruh, I'm sorry. Bruh. Nigga, I'm connected to the biggest moment in hip-hop history. I don't care if you like it or not, nigga. Your name is only now going to be on all these blogs because I said it. Sorry, buddy. Get used to it. And for anybody else who is mad at anything I said before, I only spoke facts. There is somebody else, which, yo, chat, I feel like I'm growing up. Yo, usually I be giving niggas bars. But these days, I feel like I just be like, really just, I'm humbled. Like, with everything, I'm humbled. Mr. Taxstone, I don't know how or where your vitriol and anger that's usually directed at Joe Budden and other people who have done you wrong, but I might have a clue. I did sign Troy Ave to a show that was on my network, and he was talking. I mean, obviously you and him have a thing. And I understand maybe, you probably had some ill will towards me. I thought that we've never really crossed paths. But I looked at your tweets today, and I noticed my name came up a couple times. And that was kind of interesting. That was very interesting. Let me see if I could find... Oh, he's doing a lot of tweeting. Oh, so I can find this. So I just seen some random tweets pop up, and I get it. Taxstone is like beefing with Joe and whoever else. Me and him never had an issue from what I know, but I could imagine he might not like me the most because I chose to do business with Troy Ave, someone who was integral in him going to jail. I get all that. Anyway, I seen him tweet a few things, and I just felt the need to address it, right? Because, definitely not ducking no smoke. He said, okay, here we go. He said, the U.S. teaches you that murder is incorrect or some shit like that, but then they try to explain why they keep sending money to Israel. Okay, he's just tweeting random shit. But then he did say this. He said, I wasn't talking about Joe. I don't know what that was about. What was that? What was this? Oh, he was talking abuse, and he was talking about some other shit. He says selective outrage. Okay. Then I seen him say, he says, I wasn't talking about Joe. I have no problem with saying his name. Akademiks is up every week talking about someone else's case, but now he's getting sued, and boy is on heavy music time. Don't be biased, beloved. Tax. Oh, let me keep reading. He says, I know your attorney told you can't speak about it, but nigga, you was just talking about everybody else's case, spreading falsehoods and calling people whatever. Traffickers, killers, now it's on you, and it's not true. Then he says, oh, y'all weird niggas gonna end up with sex crimes because y'all new to sex. Y'all start having after. And by the way, it's kind of interesting. I'm even reading this. Like, yo, there was a time Tax was like literally Wembenyama, whatever that nigga name is, of like podcasting. It's kind of sad when I look at his tweets and I'm like, there's like 3,000 people that seen this, but it's okay. He says most of these people, I guess he's throwing me in there too. You only start having sex after 20K followers. Yeah, that's your first sexual experience. First sexual experience was a mistake, and the second one was purchased. Okay, I don't know if he mentioned my name again. All right. Anyway, to Mr. Taxstone, I don't know what's going on with you, and I don't have any history with you in terms of us not getting along. I will say this. I encourage you and anybody else, if y'all should discuss anything y'all feel is going on with me. I've talked about it myself because I'm not talking about it because I'm in the middle of litigation because I refuse to settle. Doesn't mean you can't talk about it. Also, I think it's very public that people could pull up my case just like I'm pulling up other people's cases. I'm not telling. This is nothing I'm fucking hiding from. Y'all could go look at what's gonna happen, whatever. Without saying too much, we're gonna file stuff that you can see what the other side is, and you can read both of them, and you can read whatever. I'm not someone telling people that they could only. I've been very transparent, and I talk about my shit and y'all shit, including everybody. So, I don't know what the disagreement or the gripe is, but it probably came from maybe me covering your case, or maybe I signed Shori Ave. But I just want to say I wish you the best of luck, my brother. You know what I mean? I really have nothing bad to say about you. Like, truth be told. You get what I'm saying? What I do think about you is that I think for us media personalities, you are a case study and a warning of understanding boundaries and also not crashing out. And that's not to disrespect you. That's just to be like, hey, listen, we don't want to repeat that incident where niggas is shooting each other or killing each other, especially a rapper and a media personality again. So, with all that being said, just to answer your question, the only relative thing I think I should even answer to with you with that, I've spoke about what anybody's ever accused me of, and I encourage, because it's a public case now that anybody could pull up, I encourage people to follow it because it doesn't only end at a complaint. That's another thing with some of these things that, I've realized the context is that if we only read complaints, we're reading a one-sided opinion that unless we see an arrest or we see police get involved, we don't know if it's true. It's going to be salacious. It's going to make a lot of whatever, but we don't know if it's true. So hopefully with all these lawsuits, if they don't get settled, we get to follow all this shit to its completion. Like, years ago, there were, not even years ago, you have the Johnny Depp shit, right? Which if you only heard the complaint, Johnny Depp looked one way, and then you went through the trial. So again, it is what it is. If you thought, or I don't know if anybody else is thinking, Ak is whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do have some of the best attorneys. I'm not going to be speaking on it anymore, but I'm not telling y'all not to go look into it. Always look into it. Look into whatever I got going on, because I'm definitely finna look into what y'all got going on. It's both ways. I'm not tripping over it. It's a public case. Right? Yeah. And I guess, like, lastly, Tax, man, I don't know your mental state these days, bro. Like, I've looked at your Twitter account a few times, but it just doesn't look like it. Like, and I get it. You're incarcerated. It looks like you're going through, my nigga. Like, I don't see you tweeting about positive things. If anything, I see you tweeting more to show that people weren't that different from you. And you're right. You're right. I think you're also a victim of circumstances and a lot of unfortunate shit that probably puts you in the same position or the same place as somebody didn't like, and hey, you did what you did. But other than that, my brother, yeah, whatever you and Joe got, I don't got nothing with that. But me and you don't got no issue. But if you did think that I was being hypocritical or ducking, no. I'm not gonna give a fucking deposition on my stream when, if it gets there, I'll do that in court. 100 1,000%, right? I'll leave it there. Somebody said, do I see Drake's caption? Yeah, we talked about Drake's caption already.